Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and today I will be playing along with Kendra's Card Challenge 14, and it might not actually look like I'm truly playing along, but I promise I am. Normally with Kendra's Card Challenge, what you would do is cut down 6 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper according to the free cutting guide that is in the PDF that you can download. And then you would make a set of 15 cards following the 15 unique sketches. Well, today I will be creating my version of sketch number 12, but I'm actually not going to use any pattern paper at all. So if you see Kendra's Card Challenge as a way of maybe really using up your stash of pattern papers, that's fabulous because it's great for that. But if you don't actually have a lot of pattern papers and maybe you're not even a fan of using pattern papers, that's totally okay. You can still play along because there's lots of ways to interpret these sketches. So today I'm starting off with the Hero Arts March kit of the month. And I am stamping out this lovely layered mountain range. And I actually used the exact same ink for both the lighter gray and the darker gray. For the lighter gray, I brayered on the ink. So I took a brayer, picked up some ink from the ink pad, and then I rolled it onto the stamp. And then for the darker shadow layer, I inked the stamp directly. And so that applies more ink to the stamp, giving you a darker impression. So that's a way that you can maybe stretch your inks a little bit more if you don't have all the colors and all of the different shades. Just do, you can either brayer or you can do a second impression to get a lighter stamping of that very same color. Now in sketch number 12, you have paper E that it kind of shows that there's a circle in the center of paper E there. And what I've done is using the cover die that debosses a really lovely design onto your panel. I've gone ahead and debossed an A2 size panel, so it measures 4¼ by 5½, and I used a circle die out of my stash to die cut a circle from that center area that the cover die actually intends for you to actually leave kind of flat. And so I've just die cut that out so I have a little bit of an aperture, and that sort of resembles sketch number 12 as you see it. Now for the 2 paper F pieces, I'm actually just going to treat those little banner pieces as a element that is just a place to maybe put a focal image, maybe put a design element onto my card. So I'm not strictly interpreting the sketch as how to cut my pattern papers or things that I actually have to add as elements, but more as a layout of, how to configure various design elements of my card. So this is just a different fun way to interpret these card challenges, and hopefully if you are out there and you're not a big fan of pattern papers, or maybe you just don't have a lot of pattern papers, and if you feel like Kendra's Card Challenge isn't for you, I hope that this video gives you some ideas for how you can play along, interpret these sketches, and not use any pattern paper whatsoever. So if you want to see more inspiration from our design team featuring Hero Arts, check out the playlist. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. Hero Arts is a super sponsor of Kendra's Card Challenge, so that means that they've provided some members of our team with some supplies to craft with and share inspiration with you. And as well, they are a prize sponsor. So one of the fabulous things about playing along with Kendra's Card Challenge is that not only do you have this great resource in 15 amazing card sketch layouts that you can use. But if you do play along by creating a full set of 15 cards, you can actually be in for a chance to win one of many prizes from some amazing company sponsors who have donated anything from gift certificates, physical products, digital products. So do check out Kendra's card challenge. I'll leave a link to it in the description box below. You can download the PDF for free during this challenge period, which runs from April 1st to June 30th. And in fact, you have 3 opportunities to enter into the challenge. There is a limit of 1 set of 15 cards per month. So in the quarter of, Kendra's Card Challenge 14, you'll be able to enter once in April, once in May, and once in June. Now, as I mentioned, I am interpreting those paper F pieces as just places where I can add some extra design elements. And one of the things that came in the kit are 2 transfer sheets. Now, these transfer really easily. You don't even really need the popsicle stick that they provide. You can just, I was really surprised when I did the upper right-hand corner that so much transferred just from light contact. So just be careful. If you were not intending, because I was not really intending on that much of the design transferring on, because I wanted to kind of capture just a thin little bit of, what's indicated on the sketch as paper F. But I just ran with it. It's fine. It's, in any case, meant to have a little bit of a distressed look. So I think it's okay. But if it's really important to you, how much and where you are applying your transfer, a couple things. You could cut up your transfer sheet so that you're only, cutting out the part that you intend to transfer onto your project. Second, what you could probably do is you could maybe lay down maybe some wax paper and hope that it doesn't really transfer onto the wax paper. So you could use your wax paper as maybe a little bit of a mask so that you don't get the design where you don't want it. I have not tried that. I'm just brainstorming, but I definitely will give that a try. But it's really nice that these transfer so smoothly, because usually I think you have the opposite problem. So I've got a little bit of that sort of the kanji lettering up in that upper right-hand corner and the lower left-hand corner. So that sort of mimics where those paper F pieces would be. And then I've gone back to that large 6x8 stamp set that's in this kit, and I've just stamped out some of the various different silhouette stamps. So I've got the bamboo here, and then I guess this is maybe a seagull. And I also have the sentiment thank you that I've already stamped out. The kit also comes with coordinating dies that cut out everything, everything. You've got coordinating dies for all of the images and as well for the sentiments. And I leave my dies mostly connected like this, and that way it's not a lot of little dies that can get lost. I only start to separate them when I actually really need to. So for example, if there's a die that's actually on the inside of another die, then I'll cut that out so that I can actually use the outer die. And this way, it's just a little bit easier for me to sort of manage. Even on a magnetic sheet, sometimes things can get lost. I managed to lose things. And so what I've got now is a couple of elements that I will sort of attach so that it breaks that circle aperture a little bit. And that way it kind of creates a little bit of a more organic feel to it. So things aren't strictly confined to their little designated areas. So I've got the seagull up at the top, and also it's sort of following that rule of threes where I've got the 3 die cut elements are 3 elements that hopefully they have stronger, like, all black ink, and so those are the elements that hopefully draw your eyes a little bit more. And I've sort of positioned them so that they form a little bit of a triangle to kind of move your eyes around. So this is my finished card. This is sketch 12, and featuring 0 pattern papers. So I hope that you enjoyed my take on playing along with Kendra's card challenge. Again, check out the playlist below to see more inspiration featuring Hero Arts and KCC 14. Thanks so much, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.